He disappeared 10 years ago. Search teams looked for him. His family never stopped hoping. Then one autumn evening, deep in the forest where he vanished, they found his body. Not a skeleton, not decomposed, not even cold. The corpse was fresh, still warm, and on his wrist, a digital watch displayed today's date. So if he died 10 years ago, why was his body still warm? The story happened in Black Pine Forest, a place locals avoided after dark. 10 years earlier, a 17-year-old camper named Ethan Mercer vanished during a weekend camping trip. His tent was found untouched. His backpack remained beside the fire, but Ethan himself had simply disappeared. No footprints, no blood, no signs of a struggle. It was as if the forest had swallowed him whole. Eventually, the search was called off. People moved on, but the mystery never died. 10 years later, 4 friends decided to hike through the same section of forest. Mark, Dylan, Chris, and Sarah. None of them believed the old stories. To them, Ethan Mercer was just another missing person case. Nothing more. As evening approached, they noticed something strange. The forest had become completely silent. No birds, no insects, nothing. Just the sound of their own footsteps. Sarah stopped walking. "Do you smell that?" The others did. Smoke. Fresh campfire smoke. Somebody was nearby. Relieved, they followed the smell through the trees. Eventually they entered a small clearing and froze. A campfire burned in the center. Fresh wood crackled in the flames. Beside it sat a young man, motionless, his back against a fallen log. At first they thought he was sleeping. Then Mark stepped closer. The young man's eyes were open, staring into nothing. His skin was pale, his lips slightly blue. He wasn't sleeping. He was dead, Sarah screamed. Chris immediately called emergency services. But something felt wrong. Very wrong. The body looked recent, hours old at most, not days, not weeks, and certainly not 10 years. Then Dylan noticed the old camping jacket. A faded name patch was stitched above the pocket. Ethan. Nobody spoke. The name felt impossible. They all knew the story. Ethan Mercer had vanished 10 years ago. Yet the man sitting before them looked exactly 17. Exactly the same age he had been when he disappeared. Not a day older, not a wrinkle, not a scar, nothing, as if time had completely ignored him. Then Mark touched Ethan's arm. He immediately jerked his hand back. The skin was warm, not room temperature, not slightly warm, human warm. A chill ran through the group. The dead boy's watch suddenly beeped. Everyone jumped. The screen lit up. October 28. Today's date, today's year, the exact current time. No dead battery, no damage. It looked brand new. Sarah began crying. "We need to leave." Nobody argued, yet none of them moved. Because something had appeared in the darkness between the trees. A figure. Tall, thin, watching them. The moment they noticed it, it vanished. The forest became silent again. Then Ethan's head moved, just slightly, a tiny twitch. Everyone saw it. Nobody could deny it. Chris backed away. Mark nearly dropped his flashlight, and then Ethan spoke. His lips barely moved. His voice sounded dry and distant, like words traveling from somewhere far away. "Don't let it know you're here." The campfire exploded with sparks. The lights on every phone went dark, and from every direction in the forest came the sound of footsteps, hundreds of footsteps, approaching, slowly, patiently, as if something had finally realized it wasn't alone anymore. The emergency responders arrived an hour later. The clearing was empty. No campfire, no body, no Ethan, nothing. The only thing left behind was a digital watch lying in the dirt, still working, still displaying today's date. Police examined it. The serial number matched a watch Ethan Mercer had been wearing when he vanished 10 years earlier. The case was reopened, but Ethan was never found again. And to this day, hikers report seeing a teenage boy sitting beside a campfire, deep inside Black Pine Forest. He always looks 17, he always appears alone, and if you get close enough, he'll only say one thing. Don't let it know you're here. If you found a body that vanished 10 years ago, still warm, still young, and wearing today's date on its watch, would you call for help or run? Leave your answer in the comments. And if you enjoy stories that make you question what's hiding in the dark, subscribe and come back tomorrow. The next case is even harder to explain. Until then, keep the lights on.